let's talk about prevention, really. So it's about encouraging and maintaining health and wellness. Oh, what do you mean, Tracy? That health and wellness has been a popular term. Yes, prevention is about encouraging and maintaining a health and wellness strategy. So it can be prevention for physical health, behavioral health, all kinds of areas. So prevention is about being the best person that you can. That, as you look at yourself, how can I improve myself and become that best person both now, and ultimately in the future. And also prevention is really about preventing, and delaying. So preventing and delaying that onset of negative issues and behaviors and negative consequences and outcomes. So when you know you're doing good prevention, you can really keep it from happening, or you can delay it from happening in negative consequence, and then avoid those negative consequences and negative behavior. Questions? Okay, so what we know is this, that no matter how you see it, prevention is always across the lifespan. You can do prevention for a toddler, it's like you can do a prevention for seniors, okay? So we can go from infants, and here's some examples. If you don't know what FASD means, it means fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. So you can do prevention to prevent the fetal alcohol and the effects of maternal substance use, all the way to older adults, as you see on the bottom of the screen, that we can just teach how we can prevent prescription drug misuse, right? So prevention goes across. Many times we want to think, oh, it's just for the adolescents, or it's just for early young folks, but it's also for college age and adults and older adults and infants. So it runs the lifespan of the work that we believe in. Also, in fact, what I wanted you to know is what is ineffective prevention. A lot of times we want to do these things, and we think it's popular, but it's not an effective prevention strategy. Take a look at those 4 bullets. Which one surprises you the most that it is not a prevention strategy? Put in the chat or unmute your mic.
The motivational speakers surprises me. The cautionary doesn't surprise me, but the motivational surprises me.
Okay, and let me see here. I got it. And why do you say that?
I think we've had. I work in the overdose fatality review work, and we have had some large events that counties have led that are led by people in recovery that tell their story. And families and folks that are present have found that to be, inspiring and hopeful, but that might not be what's meant by that bullet point either.
It is meant by that. But I will tell you that any of these that you see here by themselves are ineffective prevention. So if a school wants to have a speaker come in of young folks that just talk about substance use, and that how it hurt them and how it did something to them. And remember, the unique thing when we get to the behavioral health continuum, I'm going to tell you why it's important. But if you want to be effective, multiply in a multiplier effect way. In other words, not just one child, not just one in person, but multiple folks. You want to affect a broader population. And that's the strength of good what we call environmental prevention. So if a school had a speaker come in and actually just said, okay, we're going to talk about drunk driving, but during the year there is no programs in the school setting that was using evidence-based strategies or curriculum that led up to that one thing, then that by itself is not effective. That's what that's saying to, is that the research has shown doing these things all alone as a way to say, well, this is what we're going to do for prom. But if you don't have anything that leads to that, the dealing with that behavior ahead of time using an evidence-based curriculum or an evidence-based strategy or continual process, but just do it by themselves, scare tactics, those kind of things, they don't work. They really don't work. There hasn't been any third-party evaluation that's shown those by themselves as effective in a broad-based population.